versus Faze clan going down game one, live fire strongholds, and already getting to hop on board with one of my favorite players of all time. I got your Pistola making his way outside the green, and it doesn't look like Faze wants anything to do with this B stronghold to start it off, and that's going to allow Pistola and company to transfer this over in their favor. Oh wow, that plasma nade actually takes him down. He can't repulse it. B does get acquired, but what a nade from that. APG does find the snipe, however, lands a body shot. Can he land a second? Yes, he can. APG showing you he can snipe with the best of them too, and those kills are going to allow Optic Gaming to get early control.
Wow, what a start from Optic here. You see very quick rush over to B. APG stays alive from that nade, but look at the kills in the category already, right? 6 kills already for Optic to 2 on Faze. You saw a lot of players and even more just dropping on the side of Faze. We didn't get to see it because we were just taking a look at B, but a lot of kills already on the board for the side of Optic. They continue to rack up those kills and very good control from them off the rip, but a big push coming in here.
Yeah, I want everybody to pay attention to APG's positioning there. He picked up the snipe on sandbags, ran all the way back to bridge so he could watch both B and C. Now that he's been able to help control B, he made his way over to C, understanding that he had to rotate over here, finding himself with both snipe and heat wave. A wise decision to back down, stay alive, reposition back tower. And look at APG's positioning so far throughout this lifespan. Still yet to die in this game. APG on a 4-kill spree, but most importantly, the 3 assists, not missing a bullet so far with the snipe, I think. And with that, Optic Gaming already out to a 60-point lead.
Huge lead, huge start for Optic. APG not done yet as well. Goes horizontal for the killing spree. Still the only player not to die so far. That'll be 5 kills in a row. Finds a mangler though from Falcated. Falcated will win that trade. He's going to grab the wave and the sniper. But what a start here in both the slaying and the scoring department for Optic Gaming.
A little bit of a blunder in positioning there from APG when you have that B stronghold. He wanted to make a play. Nice shot from Falcated on screen. Drops the snipe, picks out the mangler, drops the mangler, finds himself a double, trying to compete for this second camo coming up. And the last player for Optic Gaming is going to be Trippy. Trippy shuts him down and denies that camo from going over. So even though Falcated did such a good job finding those first 2 kills, the opening wasn't enough for Faze to find the camo control, and Trippy doing it all right now after helping his team secure camo is trying to convert A, but he's getting pressured off Falcated off his spawn. Falcated with a big 1v1 win, gets the reset. APG tries to get there with camo, but he's a little too slow, and now he's got to start to recapture this, and this is a difficult decision for him because he finds himself by himself in a stronghold with camo. That's typically not what you want to do.
Interesting back and forth there. Already such early tug of war. You saw a trip cap coming in for Faze, and that brings the game just like that within 30 points instead of it being a 70-point lead for Optic Gaming. However, even with Falcated winning that battle back A, APG with that camo wave push makes sure to regain control for Optic, so they will continue scoring here 78-38.
Great job by APG here to find himself a kill, stay alive, make sure he doesn't overextend, and still has the snipe in hand, still landing body shots. The damage that he has been able to accomplish here early on in this game is outstanding. He needs to play his life in this situation, re-challenges that angle, but with confidence. You can see how confident APG is playing when he's no shield. Even he has the confidence to knock these players down.
Trip cap for Optic once again. C's being contested, but APG right away, take a look at that. Just pre-aiming on Nest Bridge, knowing where those spawns are coming in, knowing snipe down would be there. Also knowing when the only 1 player alive, just collapsing on B. Great stuff here for Optic, and they really extend their lead even further now as they hit 115. The shots on Boo Boo out of APG will control A and maintain control. Triple cap again for Optic Gaming.
I mean, when APG catches fire, he brings your team so much opportunity, and right now we're seeing him win every one-on-one, land every shot with snipe, rotate perfect, play his position and his life perfect. And this is what Optic Gaming need. If Optic Gaming want to win this tournament, it's going to be on the back of everyone stepping up, and APG leading by example here with his gameplay, already starting to catch fire. 140-40 right now. Faze find themselves down 100 points, do have control of A and B. Falcated is going to try and help his team get back into this game, denying this A stronghold from being pushed from Optic Gaming, but you want to see Falcated reposition because right now it looks like Optic has their eyes set on B.
Great numbers out of everyone on the Optic Gaming side. Let's see what Lucy can do. The wave, all shots in the spread connecting. It's not every day that you see a heat wave connect every single shot in the burst from that distance to pick up the kill. Immediately, it's going to be another reset. Optic will begin scoring once again. But look at this, 11-4 from Lucid, 10-7 from Chippy. APG is still 10-3 in this game. Big numbers from the side of Optic. They will control A once again, but nope. It's going to be Snipetown that flies in and gets the reset there.
That's a massive kill from Snipetown to get the heat wave out of Lucid's hands to get the reset on it, to keep control. And now look, ABC, it's all in control of FaZe. It's a total control. Snipdown knows exactly where Optic Gaming is spawning. He's looking to press these spawners with this heat wave. Knows APG's under tower, no shield, able to find that kill, able to help Bound get a trade there as well. He needs to stay alive here. However, Lucid coming off spawn, able to have that opportunity to take down Snipdown. But fortunately for FaZe Clan fans, Boobadooboo in a position to deny C from being transferred. And right now, FaZe is doing a phenomenal job of getting right back in this game. That trip cap has now only put them down by 30 points. And now FaZe have some momentum to work with.
Yeah, gotta be careful here. Of course, 2 players dead momentarily for FaZe, so Boo knows with this top mid control, he needs to try to stay alive. Going down early, gonna repulsor jump back up. Heatwave comes back out, but doesn't find anyone right away, so he's gonna have to retreat. But like you said, this game far from over. Almost hits the second one. Trippy, though, another double kill on the feed. Not the first time we've seen that, so he's gonna take the repulsor ride up top middle himself to try to get up top, but it will be Optic continuing to score here as they get to 171.
That was a massive kill from Falcated right there. If he doesn't take down Trippy and Trippy actually gets that kill in exchange, it would have been all 4 dead for FaZe. It would have been total control going back into Optic's favor. FaZe did not just climb back in this game to give up total control. A nice repulsor heat wave shot from Falcated, and he's showing you why he's one of the best young players in the game that we have right now. Down 50 points, Falcated knows that the game has a lot of responsibility in his hands for his team. Unfortunately, he gets double teamed, taken down with that heat wave, and APG with the snipe in hand again. We've seen the first time around what he can do, but the second time it's denied. FaZe do a great job of making sure APG doesn't dominate for the rest of this game. They get the snipe out of his hands, but Boobadooboo tries to repulse her up, but finds a Lucid in his sights. And unfortunately, this is an absolutely phenomenal play. The jump, the finesse, Boobadooboo with the movement, the double kill, going back tower. Does Lucid know? Yes, he does. Finally gets taken down, but not without doing a ton of damage over at C.
Man, you just see how different Halo Infinite looks here already in January. If you think back to November, you were not seeing those trick jumps from bottom pillars. You were not seeing all the repulsor jumps, and players just trying to challenge back C in unique and different ways here. This game's still not over yet. B still being contested. Will finally go to the way of Optic, so they'll be 191 to 142. Still back and forth here.
It'll be interesting to see how Optic plays this, right? APG stuck in between a rock and a hard place now, knowing that C is being lost in FaZe's manner. APG maybe should have gone A there, but tries to decide to compete for C. Unfortunately, Snipdown gonna get the better of him there. Ola knows that there's a player around him. Unfortunately for that player, Trippy spots him out, takes him down, and Ola able to transfer over C back into Optic's favor now, scoring points up over 50, 198 and counting, 149 for FaZe Clan. And FaZe Clan starting to run out of time here in game 1. Need to make a play and need to do it fast.
Optic showing their winning record and why they maintain control not only of this game, but also historically have been so successful on this map and game, just really in the driver's seat for the entire game. Got to still talk about APG, 17-9 right now. We started the game off with his POV, and he has not slowed down at all.
Trippy trying his best to stay alive. Actually does stay alive. The cavalry, it's arrived. APG helps Trippy win that one-on-one, turns it into a 1v2. And because of that, they're rewarded with this camo. A very smart play for Optic, knowing that they have a lead to play with. They go for camo as a unit. And because of it, FaZe actually split. Had to go for B control, had to try and compete for camo. 3 go down for FaZe. In the meantime, though, and Optic look to push these spawners. They're going to be over at tower. Bound's not going to see Trippy at all, and unfortunately Bound gets immediately removed from the fight. Snipdown now has to play his life, but unfortunately you're seeing on the screen multiple members of Optic pressuring C, getting the reset, and now 225 and climbing. Optic look to close game 1.
It's a big camo play there. As you said, Bound coming off of the tower. Maybe he could have waited for teammates there. Thought he had the ability to drop down on C. Does not expect the camo there. So just like that, 15 points away is Optic from taking game number 1, keeping an undefeated record in strongholds on live fire.
Okay, these 3 kills for FaZe could be massive. They just had 3 dead for Optic Gaming. They're able to get C. A great play by Pistola. Who better than Pistola to be just hiding like a rat back B? Able to find Snipdown, able to get him to no shield. Needs to figure out a way to find that kill. Somehow APG or Ola and Snipdown both live in that situation, but both are immediately taken down. Lucid, the cleanup crew, they've arrived. You know who's going to get the sways. He finds a double. And now Trippy and Bound, and probably the most important fight right now. Bound chooses to stay alive. I actually love that by him.
Yeah.
He says it's a 1v1. No, it's not. I know I have teammates coming. Great comms, great teamwork out of FaZe. Bound plays his life around the box. Doesn't even have to shoot his gun. They get the kill, and now FaZe in control and have no room for error from here on out, but they do have control for now.
Oh my, Bound heating up, hits one, hits the body, and taps it for the double as well. Not done just yet. Losing C for just a second. They will need that reset. A will go the other way, so they're not scoring just yet, but my gosh, what a play for Bound if he can win this one as well. Now all eyes on B for the moment.
All it takes is missing one shot and you're going to lose a fight against APG, especially how well he's playing right now. And Bound losing that fight could have been big, but right now, look, total control for Faze. They're climbing 222 with 3 caps. You're seeing C, B converted in the hands of Optic, but Trippy with this camo, making a brilliant play to let that player pass him back. Bound once again lacking the camo eyes he needs to spot Trippy out, and because of it, Trippy able to find that kill, but unfortunately, the trip cap, it's still in place. 248. Faze are climbing. They take game 1. Faze out of nowhere are able to hold the trip cap and push that, and not only that, but they take Optic down on be able to combat this camo player. I do believe they were able to make them burn camo for a second, but Optic Gaming look to control the map. Trades going across, Lucid with a nice 2-shot melee and the player jumping up, and already Optic Gaming up on a 1-kill lead, but Snipe Down making his way to the shock rifle could spell danger for Optic Gaming.
Could be disaster indeed. The question for me for Optic for this game is how do they not only slow things down and get back in control, but also maintain that driver's seat, because they were winning the entirety of game number 1 and they crumble in the end, allowing a trip cap to extend to a huge comeback for the side of Faze. So the question for Optic as APG tries to go bat ledge but gets punished there by the cat ears of Bound.
We saw how effective, how efficient Optic Gaming were able to be with those camos in game 1. A phenomenal job this time around. Bound looks to have his camo glasses on. He's able to find that kill onto APG, remove that from the map, and that's a massive kill from Bound. This shock rifle doing work from Snipe Down's point of view. Unfortunately, the sword beats the shock rifle up close, and Trippy doing it all with the sandbox right now. Shock rifle, sword in hand, able to find that double kill, trying to spot spawners over towards the elevator. Does know that Snipe Down's down there. Can't quite get the reticle placement to find that kill, but a great job and a position here from Trippy to give his team not only a 4-kill lead, but to run away with it as Ola finds one in the feed as well. Interesting positioning here from Optic. You don't see typically players multiple push through this doorway. It's a very dangerous, easily nadeable spot. Boobadooboo's going to slide right in. Forgot about sword. Boobadooboo did, and Trippy finds that easy kill. Kills do get traded out, and I like this for Faze because when Optic is in control of the power-ups or the power weapons like that, you think that they're going to extend their lead. If Faze is able to trade a couple kills out, maybe switch hands of some of these power weapons, they can find themselves right back in this.
Shows you just how important timing is. We did take a look at the clock and be watching bottom mid as well, but moments prior to that, Optic did have 2 players on pipes, and the second player leaves pipes is when Faze makes that push to top yellow to take down the sword player. So good coordination, good timing there from Faze. However, they still find themselves down by 5, make that 6 here.
Taking a look at the stats already. Lucid with 7 kills, 3 deaths to his name, but who better than to step up? A stick from Lucid even makes it an 8. A phenomenal nade over here as we hop on board with him. He's going to have the Mangler in hand, and we've seen what kind of work Lucid can do with this Mangler. He just needs to close the gap. Not necessarily a long-range gun, but Lucid can hit shots from just about anywhere on the map. I love this play by him. Spot Snipe Down dropping out the window. Wisely doesn't shoot, though. Doesn't give us position away immediately, but forced to shoot at this point because Boobadooboo has spotted him out. Now he's looking for Snipe Down all around. Does get away with his life, and look at that. The awareness to look back at his teammates' top goal to find that kill is phenomenal. Back down Falcated, who has that shock rifle in the pipes, and Lucid not only gets kills but gets so much information to his team. Like, knowing now that Optic Gaming have to deal with Falcated with this shock rifle in pipes, they're going to be much more aware of the angles Falcated is going to be looking to snipe them from. And now Optic Gaming are going to have to formulate some kind of strategy to push, and it could be off the opening kill right here from APG. Make it a double with sword, baby. APG getting a few kills is going to create so much space, and now they spot Falcated. They want to get the snipe out of his hands immediately.
Just like that, it's a 9-kill lead for Optic, and I was just about to say, Optic, based off of what happened in game number 1 and how much experience you have on this team, they are not going to be content with a 5-kill lead in the Slayer. They're going to keep their foot on the gas through the whole game and make sure they do not let the end of the game crumble like they did in that game number 1. Still a 10-point lead. Lucid, amazing plays off these last few exchanges. Take a look how he moved into control with that Mangler, commands everything from control, forces Snipe Down out bottom middle, like you said, helps on the top yellow angle, then shifts over to A, really running this map right now. Still a 9-kill lead.
Yeah, such a great job by him to get this damage over towards control, able to help his team get one kill. Boobadooboo should go down as well. Multiple members of Optic looking for him. Unfortunately, the nade doesn't come through for Lucid, but they do secure camo. And it's all off the back of that anchor position from top gold. APG was able to back some players down, create some space bottom middle for Lucid to sneak in, get that camo successfully. And now Camo Grappler Mangler, I feel like we're in due for a highlight reel right now because Lucid has everything to work with in his hands. No more grapples, but trying to sniff out these players from Faze, and they're doing a good job of spreading out and not being easily located. Right now, Optic Gaming playing for information. Not quite sure where these players are, but that's going to do it. The Mangler one shot, Boobadooboo gets taken down, ripped immediately, and the opening for Lucid to push in is here. Unfortunately, doesn't check his corners, and Snipedown gonna get the first couple shots. Snipedown with a massive kill, sniffs out the flank, and Camo eliminated off the map. It ran out. Snipedown gets a Mangler out of Lucid's hands, and Faze, even though they're down 11, that kill could be the pivotal.
Oh, Boo Boo just trying to peek and gets punished for the peek. APG, though, will die up top control as well. But just like that, 38-28. This is the home stretch for Optic Gaming. We haven't seen every kill on screen, but certainly a huge run from them. And it looks a little bit too similar to game number 1. They know they need to close this one out strong. It is an 11-kill lead, but they're going to need to get the kills on the board to make sure that they close out strong to send us to a game number 3. Lucid 14-6. Trippy 13-8 right now.
Yeah, this 11-kill lead looks pretty solid right now for Optic Gaming. They want to take this series the distance, push it to a game 3. Bazaar CTF, it's one of their best maps as well. Faze, unfortunately, haven't had too much success in this Slayer as of yet. Snipedown trying to figure out a way to not have to trade kills because Optic Gaming so far throughout this game has put themselves in such good positions to trade out. The great teamwork of 3 people being in a long haul is going to help them secure yet another kill. And now only 8 kills needed for Optic Gaming to close the door on this Slayer. You're seeing so much control come out of them. The sword player, the first swipe, it doesn't connect, but Snipedown wisely gets the second one. Great job by him to take down Trippy. And if Faze can slow this game down with these power weapons, Snipedown to bring his team right back into it. But Lucid has other things in mind. The disruptor damage is so strong. They spot Snipedown out, they take him down. And even though you're seeing Lucid get taken down, it's such a priority to make sure Snipedown gets taken down when he's in that position. A triple kill from Bound gets them steps closer to tying this game up, but unfortunately, only 5 kills for Optic Gaming to close the door on this game. It's gonna be perfect Halo required from Faze to come back.
37-45, not impossible, but that 46 kill might be one of the final daggers. 47-37, only 3 kills to go now. So take a look at Trippy also flying into control. That'll be 48, only 2 more to go, Clutch.
2 more to go. 48-39 right now. Trippy spots Falcated. Falcated is going to be taken down. The stick doesn't come through for Trippy. It looks solid. I like the idea, but unfortunately he gets removed too. And now at 49-40, you're going to see Optic Gaming with every opportunity to tie this series up. They spot Boobadooboo in a very tough spot to get out of. Unfortunately, Bound gets taken down before, and with that being said, Optic Gaming get the 50th kill secured. They tied this series up, and like every Green Wall versus Faze Clan match, we're gonna go the distance here today. We're gonna go see Bazaar CTF for game.
Slayer whatsoever after the game really hit that 25-15 mark. It was really just a walk in the park, as you see. Optic starting to get hot a little bit early, but it was really plays like this one, just able to walk right in, pick up a second as well for Trippy. The game starts to open up. Right around this point thereafter, you start to see a little bit of a gap emerge, 12-8, things like that. Here was a solid push from Faze as they were able to push pipes and control, but after that, it felt like all Optic Gaming all the way.
Yeah, it felt like Optic Gaming was in the driver's seat pretty much the whole game, right? And I think that goes on the back of the sword and the shock rifle control. So often did we switch to a member of Optic Gaming and they had a Mangler or a sword, and they were able to just play with these situational advantages, right? And because of it, they're able to win these one-on-ones. And when you win your one-on-ones, you create a numbers advantage, space, just so much opportunity for the rest of your team. Trippy and Sang leading with those kills created so much of an opportunity for not only game 2 of this series, but to stay in this series and bring your team to a game 3. CTF Bazaar, and I feel like we've seen these two teams both have very high level CTF Bazaar matches. I can't be more excited to hop into game 3, and it's going to be all about the rocket and the overshield control, because so far we've seen power-ups and power weapons dictate how the pace of these games have gone so far, and once again we're going to see that early and often on Bazaar CTF.
Absolutely. Optic right now 3-3 in this game type. Faze 6-9, so the win rate's only about 10% different between the two. And what else would you expect? What else would you want to see between Optic and Faze? They go to game number 3 in a game type. They're essentially neck and neck in their win record here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the opening rush.
All right, Lucid's going to try and work his way out of this tree situation. Got Pistola with him, and no better player to probably have with you. Unfortunately, you saw multiple members of Faze make their way out of bar, and because of it, Snipetown able to secure the first overshield, find the first kill of the game, and create so much space for his team. You're seeing Falcated on that side of the map being able to pick up rockets, and already Faze look to be aggressive in this situation. They're gonna have APG coming off spawn, finding the perfect kill. Great shots from Snipetown, starting to heat up with a double. Can he find the triple? He finds the triple on a trippy. What awareness, what communication, and what shots out of Snipetown. You wondered when you were gonna see Snipetown mode. This could be the game where it all clicks for Eric Rona as he runs the flag out of tree, up in front of his base, understands that he probably needs to slay one more time to continue to advance this flag, but Faze could look to take the game early with this flag run.
Gets a little bit of ticks there on the door. The first dynamo doesn't go, second one does. He'll continue to get the ticks, also gets a flag touch there. Like you said, a triple kill. Snipetown's so wise to use that overshield right away. Don't wait and hunt. Do not let that go down. Instead, he uses it in those battles. Now he's through the double doors as well.
I love this. He's going to drop the flag for his teammate. He's going to turn around, try and deny this grapple from going into Trippy's hands. Does end up getting a trade. No one actually continuing to run that flag, though, and Bound, he's going to have to come back to his base. 2 members of Optic are on the return. Bound slides in, gets the touch. Falcated right there with him, but the double kill comes through, and I believe it was Pistola with that double able to stop this flag a little bit, and now just 2 members of Faze trying to punch this one in, and the rest of Optic Gaming starting to collapse on them. Olaf finds a crucial kill on a Snipetown. Boobadoo takes the perfect route to punch that one, and Faze take the lead, but are under heavy fire right now from Optic Gaming.
Wow, and you have to wonder if Boo Boo didn't pause the way that he did and hit the perfect little slide to get the cap. Might have been even more chaos if someone else had to get back to that flag. Tough to say with only the one POV, but if Boo Boo doesn't hit that and he gets an overshield off the back of it, if Boo Boo doesn't hit that, that flag might not go home. Faze, though, up 1-0 in our game number 3.
What a clutch flag run from all of Faze. It took about a minute lifespan to get that flag from when it was grabbed, punched into their own, but they made it work. They made it happen, and sometimes it's not about being pretty. It's about getting the job done. Faze getting the job done early on, and now we'll see if Optic Gaming can respond here. Trippy, he sees his flags being taken. He's got the shotgun in hand. He's going to overextend. Falcated is going to have Trippy's flag now. Faze looking to score, take a 2-0 lead here in this game. Falcated not even getting scratched as he leaves his base, but he is going to have multiple members of Optic Gaming overextending now, and they're going to have to figure out a way to get control of their own base before they go up 2-0.
He knows he's going to have to eventually, like you said, drop and shoot, and he does just that. Opponent's still around the bar, though, so right now might be an opportunity to push this in, especially with that help from Boo Boo as well.
What a backsmack from Boobadoo, able to get behind Lucid somehow, get that easy kill, and now it's all up to I Got Your Pistola in the bar, who wisely backs down, knowing that multiple members of Faze are going to be focused on him. They do secure rockets, but a 2-0 lead on Bizarre CTF this early in the game spells disaster for Optic Gaming. Faze are clicking on all cylinders, and you can bet that it's going to take Optic Gaming playing amazing Halo for the rest of this match to try and get back in this one.
Kills being traded out there at rockets, and you have to think Trippy certainly wanted that rocket back. Bound's able to win that one against him and not even fall himself. And now Optic has a long road ahead. Like you said, Clutch, you do not expect to see great shots, great double from Lucid. You do not expect to see a team down by 2 flags this early on in a Bizarre, especially when you have Faze with the losing record historically in this game type. But right now they're leading 2-0. And if these results hold, they will find themselves, look at this, not done though. Lucid not ready to give up just yet. It's a double kill killing spree for Lucid as he puts some big numbers on the board as well.
3 go down for Faze, 3 go down for Optic, and it's up to Boobadoo to try and secure this overshield. It's a Trippy one-on-one. He wins the one-on-one, tries to get to the overshield, but Bound coming off spawn also does. He gets shut down, and Trippy doing, or I Got Your Pistola, I'm sorry, doing everything he can to get this overshield secured for his team. And Optic Gaming need this overshield to try and get into the base of Faze, because right now they've had a lot of struggle trying to push in. Unfortunately, the overshield is immediately erased. A great job by Faze to understand the situation, get control of their plasma pistol, put it to work on the overshield player. And now I got your Pistolo. Mangler in hand, has no overshield to work with, but can still do heavy amounts of damage with this Mangler if he decides to push. Unfortunately, doesn't expect Eric Rona to push low, and because of it, Snipedown finds one. Snipedown almost finds two onto Trippy, but Trippy finally finishes that kill, pushes into the flag, and he may be able to get a flag run if he can take down Boobadooboo.
Trippy able to get away, allow his shields to recharge against Boo Boo, but Boo Boo is going to be the one that flies in there at the end. And a few misplays from Optic there. I'm surprised to see Ola push bar still when he saw that Boo Boo had the plasma pistol pointed at the bar doorway. He flies in and the overshield gets melted. Just after that, as he's thinking about pushing bar, you saw team nades are coming in as well. We need to see a little bit more communication, a little bit more coordination from the side of Optic Gaming if they want to get back in this game.
It really is. It really has been Optic Gaming pushing solo, pushing into the base. Whenever Faze is pushing in, notice how many of them are swarming in. Rocket's not coming up for another 25 seconds. Snipedown in control of Optic Gaming's bar. This is a very dangerous situation for Optic Gaming, especially when Eric Rona doesn't miss shots. He finds himself a one-on-one in an APG, finds a double kill on an unsuspecting player as well. Not only that, but Eric Rona playing objective right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Rona has shown that he can not only be the best slayer in the league, but that he can do it all. And this is his second great run of the day. I love this out of him. The slides to close the distance, to cut the angles off. And this is going to be Faze going up 3-0. Optic try to stop him, but you can't stop Eric Rona.
He also hits the home plate slide all the way in after hitting both bar stairs and tree stairs slide jumps across the way. Didn't hit those on the first flag run. And Boo Boo will get the overshield behind the flag run, so you had pressure from Optic Gaming onto Snipedown's cap. However, that opened up the overshield, so Faze gets a free overshield as a result. And just like that, it's 3-0. And Faze really making everything click in this game number 3. Like you said, some great objective work from Snipedown as well.
I mean, when Snipedown's running the flag and slaying at such a high level, I mean, you just create so much for your team. This Faze team really is clicking here in this game 3 against Optic. And what a better time to do it than to solidify the second seed for your team. A great kill by Bound. Wow. Unfortunately, he's taken down. And right now, I'm looking at Optic Gaming. Who's going to step up? Because right now it feels like every single situation we see them in is a very difficult one to try and deal with. They're having to try and deal with the pressure that Faze are putting on them, and right now it's just too much. The grenade comes through, and Ola, who thinks he's playing his life wisely, I mean, it's just a better grenade from Faze. And unfortunately, sometimes when it rains it pours. When the nades are good, they're great. Ola loses his life there, and now Snipedown fighting for control of his base, trying to deal with Trippy. Does look down, and it's just such great awareness from all of Faze here to finish off each other's kills. Unfortunately, Trippy is looking for him, able to take him down, and now it looks like Trippy and Lucid are going to have control of Faze's base for the first time this game. Let's see if they can get a flag run.
3 dead momentarily there for the side of Faze, maybe an opportunity, but you have to ask yourself, is there enough time on the clock? Optic Gaming has let themselves dig, or rather find themselves dug into a hole here from the side of Faze. It's already 3-0, 4 minutes on the clock, and the math would suggest that with the way that Faze is playing, there's simply not enough time to bring this game back.
It requires so much perfection out of Optic Gaming to try and crawl back into this. It's so difficult to cap flags on a map like Bizarre CTF, especially when all a team has to do is focus on defense. Look at this. Bound trying to push in. Ola almost tried to get a back smack there, but somehow Bound has the grapple, able to just cut the difference between Ola getting that back smack. And now look, the slays come through. 4 go down for Optic Gaming. Bound getting a few assists, grabbing the flag immediately. And my favorite part about every one of these flag runs, Andy, is that Faze have been so quick to pull these flags while they're getting kills. Not after, but while the kills come through. It limits the amount of slaying they have to do. And now Faze punched the 4th flag of the game on the board and give themselves a dominant lead here in game 3.
My God, I mean, and during that run, they killed 3 players of Optic once again. You talk about the players that are doing it all in this game type. Snipedown's certainly one of them as he wins that battle in tree as well. This could be the final flag coming in. 2 dead, might be 3 in a second. 3 dead. The 4th player is Trippy. He's likely not in a position to get this stop. We'll have to see, but Snipedown right now, 23-13, Bound 17-11. Boo Boo 20-12 as well. Huge numbers as they are running what could be the final flag.
Look at this route by Boobadooboo. He's playing chess. He's the one that was running the flag, runs all the way into the enemy base, runs all the way up the tree, and has a perfect flank. It was Boobadooboo with a killing frenzy that just was taken down finally, but damage was done. Time has been stalled, and we can't reference it enough. 2 minutes and 25 seconds on the clock to score 4 flags against a team playing this well is a monumental, is a giant mountain of a task to try and ask of Optic Gaming. And unfortunately, Optic Gaming still trying to get off their spawn, and it doesn't look like Snipetown's gonna let that happen either.
Trippy there, you think he'd win that battle with the thrust. I think Trippy thought he'd win it too from the back of the base. Snipetown wants no part of that. The man is not missing. 26 and 14, not done. Also clearing out the hut, stepping up in a huge way now. 27 and 14. These are enormous numbers from the side of Faze, completely outslaying and dismantling Optic Gaming.
I mean, this is the Faze clan you wanted to see show up today. They've been getting third, they've been getting second. Can they take it all? People are asking. Well, if they can play at this level consistently, if they can put on this kind of a performance, they can compete with Cloud9. Look at this, Bound being able to get the kill. Optic Gaming, they don't want any more to do with this bizarre CTF.
That's it.
And Bound running this flag front his base is going to take his time, but he's going to be able to punch this one in. Nobody from Optic Gaming is going to have anything to say about this 5th flag going in. And Faze clan are going to do it. They're going to punch their ticket to our winners finals here in the Pro Series 4 today. Faze clan have done it. They've created the upset. They have taken down Optic Gaming 2-1, and off the back of a phenomenal performance by no one other than Snipetown.
Let's not forget, they had to have a massive comeback win in game number 1 with a 100-point run and with a triple cap to even get here. They lose game number 2 by a huge margin, and they destroy